Yeah, good day once again. Mr. Tabo Maupa again on security training. Today, I'm going to be covering Module 2, Grade D, titled Basic Firefighting. If you remember, those people who were with me in Grade E, we did Module 10, Correct Use of a Fire Extinguisher. That was actually a preparation to this module, which is basic firefighting, because they were trying to reach out to you about the functions of the firefighting equipment, which is the portable fire extinguisher. So today now we are going into basic firefighting. Basic firefighting, it's a module which has been designed to give information and knowledge about how to fight a fire if a fire starts, or how to put out a fire, or how to extinguish a fire when a fire starts unexpectedly. That is the reason why they've got extinguishers. You can go to offices, there's extinguishers. You can go to workshops, they've got extinguishers. Factories, they've got extinguishers. Schools, they've got extinguishers because you never know when a fire can start. You understand? So this is now the preparation of you to be ready and to be wary of the consequences of fire. But if you put it out in good time, it's not going to cause a lot of damage. As compared to where when nobody is not there, then it can destroy a lot of property. Right. Let me, before we go into the details, let me just inform you about the aim of this module. The aim of this module is to inform security officers or anybody about the dangers of fire, the elements that makes a fire start for combustion to take place, as well as how to fight a fire at an early stage. Right. So that is the aim of this module, to inform or to ensure that security officers know how to fight a fire if it starts. Right. The objectives now. The objectives of this module is to ensure that the security officer or anybody is well aware of the elements that cause a fire, the types of extinguishers that are available to put out a fire, the classes of fire, basic elementary firefighting, basic elementary firefighting, as well as methods of starting a fire. Those are the objectives of this module. Basic firefighting, Module 2, Grade D. Right. What causes a fire, actually? We've got three elements that must be present when a fire starts. One, fuel. A fire cannot start without anything fueling it. Two, oxygen. Fuel, it starts a fire. And then we have oxygen as the second element. And then you put heat on the two elements, then the fire starts. Then the chain reaction now, it comes when combustion is actually taking place, which is the mixture of the three. So we've got fuel, heat, oxygen. Then the chain reaction of the three can cause a fire at any given moment. Right. Those are the three elements of fire. That is your question 1 in Grade D, Module 2, Basic Firefighting. It says list three elements of fire. Then it's simply fuel, heat, oxygen. You are done. Then we come now to the types or various types of fire extinguishers that are available to fight fires. Number one, we've got water extinguisher. Two, we've got carbon dioxide extinguisher. Three, we've got dry chemical powder extinguisher, which is simply abbreviated as DCP. Then four, we've got foam vaporizing liquid, which is simply in short called FOR. Then five, we've got bromo, chloro, difluoromethane, BCF in short. Bromo, chloro, difluoromethane, that is BCF. Those are the five types of extinguishers that we have. One, water extinguisher, which has got water inside the cylinder. Two, we've got carbon dioxide extinguisher, which has got carbon dioxide in the cylinder to starve oxygen. Three, we've got dry chemical powder, which is mainly used in most entities because of the safety of using dry chemical powder, and it works in a lot of fires. Then we've got foam vaporizing liquid, or simply foam. It's also used to starve oxygen. Then we've got bromo, chloro, difluoromethane, BCF. That is the fifth type. That one is not safe because you can't use it in confined areas because it can affect your health. You understand? So those are the five types of extinguishers that we have. One, water. Two, carbon dioxide. Three, dry chemical powder, or simply DCP in short. And then foam vaporizing liquid, or simply foam in short. And then BCF, which is bromo, chloro, fluoromethane, BCF. Right. So those are the types of fire extinguishers that we have. Then we come now to the methods of starving a fire. This is what we call ways of eliminating a fire, or putting out a fire, or fighting a fire. Right. There is a fire, it starts. If it's indoors, what do? The first thing, close doors and windows. Two, if you've got a small piece of carpet or whatever, cover the fire. That's what we call blanket fire with a bag, and you stamp on top. The small fire is gonna die. All right? And then you isolate electrical mains so that it doesn't get in touch with the live electrical wiring, and then it will turn into a class C fire, which is difficult to control. Then from there, you remove combustible materials away. Combustible materials, that is e.g. wood, coal, paper, take them away so that they will not help in fueling the fire to carry on. All right? And then sabotage the fire with the right type of extinguisher, which means use the right type of extinguisher to extinguish the fire. If it's a fire which is involving combustible materials, you're going to use water and then throw it there. And then keep bystanders away. And then you make way for fire brigade or fire emergency services when they arrive, and then you assist them when they arrive. Those are the methods of starving a fire, or ways of starving a fire. All right. From there, then we come to the classes of fire. Fires are not the same. We've got 5 classes of fire. They are classified in alphabets. A, fire involving combustible materials, e.g. wood, paper, coal. B, fire involving flammable liquids, e.g. petrol, paraffin, thinners, benzene, diesel, and so on. Class D, that is any fire, A, B, C, but burning a metal, then it becomes a class D. Then we've got examples like aluminium, sodium, what is the other one? It's aluminium and sodium and potassium. They all fall under the same grade D type of fire. Then lastly, we've got class E. Class E fire is fire involving gases, butane, methane, propane. Those are the examples. You know, one gas we use to cook. The fire they produce with a funny color, like bluish in color, and so that is what we call class E fire. So we've got 5 classes of fire. A, fire involving combustible materials. For example, coal, paper, wood. That's class A. Class B, fire involving flammable liquids. For example, petrol, paraffin, benzene, diesel, whatever. Then class D, fire involving metal. That is aluminium, potassium, sodium. Those are examples. Class C, it's fire that it can be class A, B, or D, but in the presence of electrical wiring, live electrical wiring. Then we've got examples like generators, cables, and overloading there. Then class E, we have fire involving gas products. For example, methane, propane, and butane. Those are the 5 classes of fire that we have. Right. Then we come now to the immediate action drill. Because as a security officer, you must know the drill whenever an occurrence takes place. So whenever there is an incident like a fire, this is the drill. Number 1, you do not have to panic or cause panic. 2, you sound alarm. Always these sites, they've got alarms, or in factory, they've got a fire alarm somewhere. Because they wouldn't get compliance if they didn't have it. You sound alarm, and then 3, you report fire by radio or telephone. Right? Either use the radio or the telephone, you report the fire both to your control room and the fire emergency services. Then number 4, you must assist in the evacuation of personnel. Help in taking the people out. And then 5, you must help the injured. If there are any people with burns, there is a first aid box on site. You must take it, put burn creams on them. And then number 6, you control the area from a security viewpoint. Make sure nobody goes there, because a lot of crooks, they want to go in when there's a fire so that there won't be a case for them, because they will say it was burned with the fire. Understand what I'm saying? Right. So those are the things that you do when there is a fire. We call it immediate action drill on discovering a fire. Right. I think now, when we come to this point, we have now to check the fire risks and hazards, where we've got 2 categories. 1, storage risk. 2, process risk. Those are the things that can cause a fire. Storage risks, if you put drums of petrol in a room and you put a no smoking and somebody smokes there and then it bursts, then that's a storage risk. Then process risk, things like grinding, welding, they produce sparks and they can also cause a fire. You understand? Right. Let's go now to the do's and don'ts when fighting a fire. The do's and don'ts when fighting a fire, that's what we were calling the safety precautions before using a fire extinguisher at grade E, module 10, correct use of a fire extinguisher. The do's are: number 1, ensure assistance is available. 2, ensure escape route is available. 3, follow directions on the extinguisher label. 4, break seal and remove safety pins so that you'll be able to operate the equipment, because if you don't break seal, you won't be able to trigger. 5, you must stay alert for a change in the fire pattern. And then 6, when the fire is outdoor, you must follow the windward direction Don't go against where the fire is coming from. Go from where it's coming from and then you spread. Then it will help you. Then you must adopt a crouching attitude to protect it against it and smoke, which is you go a little bit down, right? And then ensure no sparks remain. Those are the do's. The don'ts now: do not place yourself at risk. Number one, if the fire becomes too big or begins to spread, run away, vacate area. Number two, never tilt or invert a fire extinguisher unless it's a turnover type, because it can explode. Number three, when fire extinguisher is extinguished, back off slowly, never turn your back on fire. Number four, if it's a fire of flammable liquids, never open spillage areas because it can make a flashback and then you burn. Those are the do's and don'ts of firefighting. Actually, we call them safety precautions when we were in grade E, but that's where the whole firefighting module ends. Your questioning will be coming like this. Question 1, list 3 elements of fire. 1, fuel. 2, heat. 3, oxygen. Question 2, list 5 types of extinguishers. 1, water extinguisher. 2, carbon dioxide extinguisher. 3, dry chemical powder extinguisher or DCP in short. 4, foam vaporizing liquid or foam in short. 5, bromo, chromo, difluoromethane or BCF in short. Those are the 5 types of extinguishers. You just write BCF. Don't bother about the chemical names. And then question 3 says list 5 classes of fire and give 3 examples of fuel to each, which is A, wood peppercorn, B, petrol paraffin benzene, 3, generators cable overloading, D, aluminium, sodium, potassium, E, butane, methane, and propane. You are done. If they ask you about the do's and don'ts, you know almost what you have to do. Ensure assistance is available, ensure escape route is available, follow instructions on the extinguisher label, break seal and remove safety pin, adopt a crouching attitude to protect it against heat and smoke, never walk on spillage areas, do not tilt or invert a fire extinguisher unless it's a turnover type, when fire is extinguished, because slowly to don't turn your back on fire, or things like that. So that's how your questioning will be. So this is all about basic firefighting, which is module 2, grade D. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you very much. Good luck. God bless you. Follow my channel. You can also subscribe, like, and comment. That will be beneficial to us to carry on such wonderful work of giving information to people who need it. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Thanks. I will be coming with module 3 tomorrow, which is radio communication. Then we hit it and then we are on our way to finish all these things. Thank you very much.